Hi! Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. This is episode number 4 being recorded on Sunday, September the 1st, 2024. I hope you're all having a fantastic day whenever it is you find yourself watching this. So as you can see, Regret is looking fabulous. This is a beautiful suit of armor. Yeah, I like it a lot. So again, Moongazing grounds. However, yeah, there's not much of a moon to see here. Oh, I suppose there were stars here at least. Oh, they're gone. That's interesting. They really come and go. It's night, so that makes sense. Let's see. I'm curious to see if we can see that during the day. You cannot. Up here we have another sort of sigil or coat of arms, but this looks almost like it could also be a sundial of sorts. Just based on the design. So that's really interesting. Obviously we have some, well, I say obviously, this could perhaps be some sort of crescent moon design here. For the Twin Moon Night. But it's sort of upside down. I don't know that you usually see it that way. And up here we have more stakes. Okay, so presumably we'll find our way up there at some point, I would imagine. Ooh. Scadu Altus. Okay, so this is presumably the belfry that we acquired that piece for, that key for. My goodness, look at this. Okay, so we're getting closer. And we can see with much greater detail now. Much higher fidelity, the sort of shadows that are falling from the Scadu tree. We're also getting closer to this Dryleaf Castle-esque castle. A mangled looking tree in the distance over there on that cliff. There is a moon. It's early day, which doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't be seeing a moon, but I suppose it does make it less likely. And we can see again, what appears to be a root system, but above the tree. Suggesting perhaps that the Scadu tree is possibly stacked underneath the Erdtree. That might be complete nonsense, but that is one possibility in my mind that could explain this curious sort of... Whoa. Oh. He's like, oh, I heard you wanted to look at the roots in the sky. Here, have some birds appearing and disappearing instead. Yeah, that's better. All right. Okay, I guess that's the game telling us to get on with it. Let's go say what's up to our friends and light the site of grace. Highroad Cross. Monk's Missive. May the best win. A letter bearing a terse message and an illustration of a monk, his hands held together. Seek me to the east if you wish to pursue the way of the warrior. When you find me, you will challenge me to a bout. There is no need for words. Except for these words. Okay, that's interesting. So, no need for words, so in other words, we need to do the gesture. Which was, oh, gosh darn it, we can't sort these, right? May the best win. Okay, that's it. Okay. Scadu Tree Fragment.
Hello again. Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation, from places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless they'd have all come to blows at first glance, were it not for the charm kindly Miquella put upon us. This is what allows us to serve together, the work of a living God.
So again, we talked about that, this whole idea that Miquella is coercing his followers into following him and doing what he needs them to do, or would like for them to do. And yeah, that Freya, or Leda, pardon me, seems to have just confirmed that everyone is sort of under Miquella's spell. So, very interesting stuff.
Wondering about the horn scent, are you? True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Messmer to purge the Tower folk, a cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the horn scent holds the Erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest, and in this regard, the Tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame.
Okay, interesting.
Wondering about the horns, true enough? We are all utterly captivated by kindly Miquella. It is what binds us together.
Okie dokie. Imperium Blood Burgeon. Okay, we did read that previously. I abandon here my heart, okay. Okay, so... the last time I tried to talk to Sir Ansbach, he didn't seem interested in the cross we found that said, I abandon here my flesh, which seems to be sort of a generic cross, perhaps. So we'll see if we go to speak to Sir Ansbach now and he's interested in this one, then that confirms that we're just looking for the sort of unique crosses. So this friend is horn scent? No. Who are you again? I guess we've not met them yet. Hello.
You have a knack for timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new cross. Take this.
Or maybe we have met them. Map of cross sites received. Check inventory. Okay. Interesting. A simple map drafted by a Hornsent. Okay, I guess he is a Hornsent. Recently revised. Reveals the locations of newly discovered golden crosses. The crosses are akin to Miquella's footprints or gravestones which mark what he's left behind. Okay. I'm not seeing anything here. Unless it only opens up once we've sort of revealed the map to the area, perhaps? Yeah, that's where we need to go to get that map. So maybe we'll be able to discover it then? Okay, the monk to the east thing. So obviously that'll be somewhere in this direction. So we'll have to look out for that as well.
We are all utterly it is what.
Okay. What's this goat doing? Spying on us. Are you... I would ask if you were working for Gideon, but obviously we know he's dead, so... No, maybe not. Oh my goodness, so many places to go that I'm just like stalling at this point. So let's go speak with Ansbach.
Righteous Tarnished, what brings you here?
What the heck? Okay, maybe I've... I'm not remembering what he actually asked us to do because... Yeah, the last time I went to speak with him and let him know about a cross that we found, he didn't seem interested in what we had to say at that point either. So, who knows? Let's head back to the Highroad Cross. Alright, before we do anything else, let's go unlock the map. Looks like there's a boss on horseback there, one of the tree sentinels. Hello. Maybe not a boss, but... Scadu Altus. Oh, there were a few of them on horseback here. Whoa! That was close. Okay, let's... Oh, we can't look at our map. Who's this friend? It looks like the sky is on fire. Can't be good. There's another map around here. I should have marked it on my map. Or another lighthouse, so to speak. Right here. So let's see if we can reach it from here, because we weren't able to reach that previously. And it doesn't look like we'll be able to. Yeah, that's all the way on the other side. Okay, we have some Zed fighting over there. It's obviously less than ideal. So right beneath us is those catacombs. Can we really not reach that map from there? I don't remember enough about what we were doing in that episode. I remember we died here a whole bunch of times. To the friends with the fire stuff. Because yeah, I'm just wondering whether we might be proceeding... Wow, okay. Huge. Area is massive. As you might expect. So in order to meet the monk friend in the east, we would have to go this way, I think. Or perhaps he means all the way over here. Yeah, I am wondering whether we should return to this area and see if we can unlock the map. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Because I am wondering whether we're proceeding without having fully completed this first area. It is a fancy spin, isn't it? Oh yeah, this is coming back to me now. I remember being very scared for some reason. And I suspect it's because of the... Oh, the bears! That's right, there were bears here. Oh. Okay, we're in some sort of like pit here. Oh no, oh no. Okay. So I wonder... This is, I think, leading back to that spot we came from. Indeed. Okay, so what if we were to go to the right from here? Yeah, it just doesn't look like a thing. Okay. Still no map. That's good. Oh, okay. So, that suggests to me... Yeah, that I'm not alone in thinking that this is a bit confusing. So you know what? Let's complete the catacombs. And it's possible that will lead somewhere. Like maybe the catacombs will allow us to... I somewhat doubt it because catacombs typically go down, don't they? But maybe there will be an exit to the catacombs that will allow us to proceed. Regret really is... There's nothing to regret about Regret. He is just beautiful. Be wary of jump attack. Whoa, whoa, oh. Oh, that's interesting. Frightening, but interesting. Grave Glove Wart level 1, that's not very useful. Okay, eerie music in here. Sorry, friend. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Did I just step on a pressure plate? Okay. I That's frightening, all the blood here. So you're obviously meant to chase that one friend in and get squished. Alright. Gotta be quicker than that. Okay, we did it. Be wary of mage. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. What are you up to, friend? Keep him off balance. Perfect. What are you? I thought that was only supposed to be in places where there was thunder. Whoa, okay. It's not what I was expecting in terms of a sniper. Oh, that's bad. Not a good trade. Did not roll quick enough. Okay, the stone friends in this area have some new tricks up their sleeves. I guess you describe them as gargoyles, probably. Whoa. Whew. Ancient Dragon Knight's Cookbook, the first page. Is this the dedications? A record of crafting techniques of the ancient dragon knight who followed Godwin's golden knights into the realm of shadow. Okay. Godwin's golden knights went into the realm of shadow. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Red lightning pot. Red lightning pot. The ancient dragons who betrayed their lord to side with a tyrant were known for wielding branching red lightning. Ancient dragons who betrayed their lord to side with a tyrant. Okay. Betrayed their lord. Okay. Who is the dragon's lord? I'm thinking back to some of the comments people left in my blind playthrough. Someone mentioned something about a dragon lord. Which I think is a boss fight I may have missed. So... yeah, I'll have to think about that. Who's the tyrant that they were siding with? Is that supposed to be a reference to... I assume that's supposed to be a reference to... Godwin, who from the dragon's perspective might have been perceived as a tyrant. Okay, we are going to want to go under there to get whatever that item was, but who are you? Okay, it's another one of those mages. Oh, that's very interesting magic. Get wrecked. So, do we proceed or do we try to go down there to get that item? So I'm wondering whether we might just get the item anyway. Oh, this is where that mage would have been. Okay. Some of Mesmer's crew here, it looks like, based on the flame they're carrying. Thankfully, they're not incredibly observant. Oh, whoops. Seemed like I had the timing right there, but I only got a partial parry, so I don't know what's up with that. I think this is the first. That's that first pressure or a spike trap. We still need to. I'm continually revisiting this, or restating this, I should say, so that I don't forget myself. Oh, crud, I should have seen that coming. Oh, that's bad. Thankfully, this like, do I help my boss or do I do a badass slow walk? Yeah, let's do a badass slow walk. Yeah, that's good. He's gonna be so scared he's gonna run away from the boss. That's how we're gonna do it. Oh. Much backstab fishing. I'm stuck. Wow, thank goodness that this friend's companion is just dreadful at their job. Yes, I'm talking about you, friend. Uh-oh. See, now is my time for redemption. Oh no, I failed at everything. Legendary item shiny. Great Ghost Glovewort. Okay, that's not exactly what I was hoping for. Well played, friend. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, we still have to go to that spot. That other spike trap. Oh, grave robbing again? Sure, why not? Black Knight Commander Andreas. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirit of Andreas, Knight Commander of the Black Knights. The Black Knights were the primary force of Mesmer's army. Their first leader was Andreas, a man endowed with great strength and command over the powers of the Crucible, and whose spirit in these ashes dwells. Though he remained a devout follower of Mesmer after his flight from the Erdtree, he would rebel after learning of his liege's serpentine nature. His righteous stand was rewarded with imprisonment in an underground tomb. Very interesting stuff. So we're starting to learn a bit more about Mesmer and about the events which transpired leading to where we are in the present, but I'm still not fully sort of piecing everything together yet. Still things that just don't make sense to me. Okay. So we need to find that other spike trap still. Okay, here we are. Okay, I don't know where we're gonna go. There has to be like a... Yeah, it looks like there's a little alcove here. Yep, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whew. Okay. Come here, friend. What are you doing? Oh, did he go up the ladder? What? Oh, I thought he went up the ladder. Okay, so we're finally getting a good look at them. They look like they're modeled after the dancing lion. Oh, what are you doing? Over here, friend. Oh, nice delay on your attack there. Caught me off guard. Okay, so we can go up this ladder. But again, there's still that item there we need to grab at some point. Although I suppose this may be the way to do it, unless I'm a bit lost here. I know that the Fulgur Bloom is supposed to be like rare crafting material, but honestly I'm not, you know, I don't really craft things, I guess, so I'm not the target audience for this type of thing, but just thinking about how I'm supposed to do this. Dragon Bolt Grease. Solidified knot grease made from a mixture of fulminating materials, craftable item. Coats armament, adding heavy lightning damage to attacks. The effect lasts only for a short time. Said to have been a favored tool of the Dragon Cult Knights who once served the Prince of Gold, so that is Godwin the Golden. Let's see where we are on the map. Yeah, I'm somewhat doubtful that we're actually going to be able to get this map by completing the area, but obviously we've already almost done the area, I would imagine, so might as well just keep going. Of course. Showed me. That was a bit awkward, but I'll take it. Oh, dreadful. Oh, we were almost dead there. Oh, we're very lucky that that friend missed. We need someone to read our message. One of our messages. In desperate need of a heal. Rauh fruit. Oh gosh darn it. Another one of these friends. Hello? Okay. Oh, he's awake. Can I not poison you? I guess you're not really... Not that he's not biological, but he's sort of a corpse. So I suppose that makes sense. Alright, works for me. Need to be extra careful now. Oh. Oh, that was not careful. I was careful, just executed poorly, I should say. Gosh darn it. Okay, what are we going to do now? No, we didn't read this. Black Knight Helm. Helm worn by the Black Knights, servants of Mesmer, the Impaler. Black iron ornamented with gold. A rotten odor stubbornly clings to it. Perhaps it arises from the tainted nature of the blood that splattered upon it. Or perhaps it is the wearer's own blackened soul, festering after endless slaughter. Map of Scadu Altus, the plateau occupied by Mesmer's army that peers towards the Scadu tree to the northeast, named after its counterpart in the realm of the Erdtree. At its center lies the Shadow Keep. So indeed, it seems that... Do we have any healing items? You'll have to forgive me for completely forgetting. Don't think so. I think the only items we really have that can help us are items for regenerating HP, but it looks like, yeah, we walked past a statue of Marika at some point. So I suppose we won't go all the way back to the beginning. Very eerie music inside this place. I don't know if I just never noticed that before because I had the volume too low or something, but... Oh gosh, darn it. There's a mage on the other side of the room there. So these spells bounce off of walls. That's very interesting. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Suppose I should have seen that coming. But I was not looking ahead. Okay, how are we going to handle this now? Oh gosh darn it. Okay, I'm not going to bother fighting Aldrich's sludge. Maybe that'll be my undoing. It's all over the ceiling too, of course. I don't know what that means, but might as well go for it. Let's see what the snake is up to. I'm scared. Okay. This is a rather sizable dungeon. First off, healing. Oh, this is what? How did we end up? Okay. Not sure I understand the messages there. Or the one at the bottom that says snake. Oh, crud. Oh no, I needed the iframes from the backstab there, but I missed the backstab, so whoops. Well played, friends. Ah, here was the Stake of Marika. Very nice, okay. Let's try this again. Oh no, this is not going well. Not off to a good start. It's a really clever attack you got there, friend. Oh my goodness, I should stop being patronizing. Whoops. Okay. Get wrecked. Shadow Realm Rune level 3. Oh. Thought I was going to sneak up on that friend, but they showed me. Okay. We're fine. Yeah, we've read that one already. Oh, okay. So we do, I think, need to go get my runes still. Why is it always running? Okay, I'm not the only one who's struggling here, I guess. So I think that's where we're eventually going to want to go. But for now... What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. Jeez Louise, okay. We can run straight to the second one. And go right back into the hole. I don't think we need to go that way. We need to go this way. Indeed. It was this fellow, and then the one around the corner. Indeed, there are rooms. Thankfully, they have lengthy casting times, so just pelt them with arrows, and there's not really a lot they can do about it. Okay. Oh, I have to watch out for Aldrich's goo. I know that's not what they're called in this game, but I'm going to call them that because I don't know what they're actually called. Electrocharge. Okie dokie. Don't know if that was worth it, but we'll at least have some lore to look at. Is it safe? Yes. One of the incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cult calls down lightning to charge the caster's body, while charged electric shocks will strike the area several times. Charging increases potency. The origin of incantations that bolster the body with lightning are now a lost art in the lands between. Interesting. Sounds like basically it's a Super Saiyan 2 transformation type attack. Okay, so we need to go back to that elevator now, I think. Okay, the Fulgur Bloom appears to respawn. So maybe it's not as rare as I thought it was. Okie dokie. One level. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. We're gonna have to hop up the... Oh, okay. There's the boss door. We're gonna have to hop off the elevator here to grab whatever this is. But we'll do it on the way down. Okay, nothing. That's helpful. Oh, thank you. Another stake of Marika. I was going to say this is going to be a tortuous run back, but thankfully not. Okay, let's see what we have in store for us here. Death Knight, okay. Whoa, okay. So this friend has to have been associated with the ancient dragon cult. You would think. Oh, I was not expecting the second round of lightning bolts. Oh, hold on. That's Godwin's face. Yeah, that's Godwin's face. Okay. That's very interesting. Oh, we're not gonna defeat this friend. Gosh darn it. Alright. We have a challenging boss, I think. Do we want to put on some lightning resistance? I don't think so, actually. I think we're just gonna go for it again. I don't think this friend is susceptible to bleed. That's a problem for us. Ouch. Give FromSoft credit. This is not just some throwaway boss. Thankfully, he can be parried. That's gonna hurt. Ouch. Oh my goodness, he heals when he gets that grab attack. That's bad news. Oh no! Gosh darn it. That's terrible. That's terrible. Can't interrupt that with a backstab, even though it really should have been a backstab. Not off to a good start again. Okay, I wasn't sure if you could parry that attack. Turns out you can. Oh no! No. Gosh darn it. Ah, that's really frustrating. Each time I have to start from scratch. Timing is all messed up now. Missing all my parries. Finally, thank you. Back to missing again. I don't know what's going on. I just can't get the timing right. last heal. Yes, GG friend, that was a fun boss fight. I enjoyed that a lot. Death Knight's Twin Axes. Crimson Amber Medallion +3. We're going to go ahead and pop that on almost immediately. A medallion with Crimson Amber inlaid. Boosts maximum HP by the utmost. The Erdtree's old sap becomes amber, treasured as the most precious of jewels in the age of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. These medallions of the largest variety were conferred to Godwyn's inner circle of distinguished golden knights. Golden war axes of the Death Knight, a pair of weapons made to be wielded in both hands, crackles with lightning the power of the capital's ancient dragon cult. The knight, once the personal guard of Godwyn, was also the protector of the Prince of Death's cadaver surrogate. Cadaver surrogate. Is that a reference to Fia? Unique skill, Blink Bolt Twin Axe. From a low stance, the body is transformed into a bolt of lightning and charges straight ahead at fulgurous speed. Strong attack performs a lightning-charged spinning slash. So yeah, we're getting some of these twin weapons now. We got that, obviously the twin... Or actually, we could get it from the remembrance of the twin Moon Knights, those twin swords. So I'm just waiting for twin bleed weapons. So, you know, it's not a huge upgrade, but I'll say that is at least partially worth the trip. So, yeah, there's Godwyn. This is... I want to say we've seen his face. It's obviously under Stormveil. And then we've seen his face... Well, we've seen his actual sort of body, his self. But it's interesting to me that his face seems to be manifest in multiple places. And I can't seem to recall whether that was a thing in the base game or if that's just the DLC. There are numerous faces in Caelid that look exactly the same. And you could argue that's either them reusing assets or that is sort of the same thing happening where it's one person's... I forgot about his green body here. Oh, regret. You are a beautiful, beautiful being. So yeah, I guess we need to think about all of that. But in the meantime, let's get back on our beautiful, beautiful armor set. Re-equip our bow and everything else. And then we will head out of here, because yeah, it doesn't look like this is the way to find the map. So my assumption is that we'll just sort of stumble upon the map later on. We had a finger seal, I believe, in this hand, but I don't know that we even need it anymore because we're not really using any spells, so... But might as well just re-equip it. I had to take it off for weight purposes for that hideously ugly armor we were wearing. Well, that was weird. Didn't expect Old Codger. Well, there were enough hints that it was going to be Old Codger. I also did not expect it, but perhaps I ought to have. Yeah, very interesting stuff. Let's head back to the entrance. Yeah, it really doesn't look like we can reach that from here, so let's leave it for the time being. And I suppose we want to head back to the Highroad Cross. It really is a striking place, my goodness. Okay, I'm not sure where we want to go from here, so we should perhaps set some markers. I kind of want to check out this pond here, as well as this area here, this area here. I assume the path will just lead us there, and then there's a little village of sorts there, so... Wow. There is a lot to explore here. I'm not really sure what we're going to call this episode. It does look like we may be able to access other parts of Castle Ensis from here. Did we really explore the entire castle? It just doesn't... I was assuming that we were going to defeat Rauh, or Camul, as we've been referring to her. That we were going to defeat Camul. And then, yeah, ascend to like the second level of the castle or something like that. But obviously it was just the pathway to the Scadu Altus. Oh, dreadful, absolutely dreadful frame right here. I can see another cross over there. Which... I thought our map was supposed to reveal the location of that? Was that friend just lying to us or what? Oh, we're actually supposed to look at the map. Okay. Not sure how helpful this is. Like, I can blow it up in post-production, and then it might be a bit more helpful. But in the meantime... it's not helpful in the sense that I just don't have any frame of reference for what I'm looking at here. Don't know which direction is north. So, yeah, maybe we'll leave that for now. And then we can perhaps use it later as a checklist to make sure that we've discovered all the relevant locations. Hi, go friend. Once again, there's a lot going on here. Maybe we'll continue hugging this wall here. Though, can we actually jump down that far? Only one way to find out. No, that's too far. Gosh darn it. This really is a striking location in a game full of striking locations. So that really is an accomplishment, I think. Okay, yeah, that's literally the place we just died, isn't it? Where did we jump down here previously? Was it here? Yeah, okay. I don't trust myself on horseback. Leave me alone, Ram. This friend on the horse looks really angry with us. Uh-oh. We're about to be massively outnumbered here. was quite the leap. R1 mashing there and it worked out. Realize also we've sort of messed up our... Messed up is too strong. Our loadout. We were previously using the Lord of Blood's favor, but don't know that we necessarily need it, so doing plenty of damage without... Oh. I thought he was urgently galloping over to us, but it looks like they're just sort of urgently galloping. Wonder where. Okie doke. Guy's just really working on his horse, I guess. We have not seen battle in some time. My horse has become lazy. Hopefully, when I start running my horse through its paces, some random butterfly alien hamster doesn't show up and put a whole camp into disarray. Yeah, just simply dreadful frame rate here, unfortunately. Okay, let's go search some tents. There's a headless Marika again. Yet another Scadu tree fragment for me to agonize over whether I should be using it. Site of Grace, okay, beautiful. Moorth Ruins. Is it NPC there? Let's have a rest. Scattered tree fragment, and I abandon here the flesh of my body. You are new, I think. Hi, friend. Oh. He's a bit shy. Looks like he might be black. Difficult to say because I can't get... Yeah. That's interesting. Not something you often see in FromSoft games for one reason or another. Hey, what are you throwing things at me for? That's not nice. I know me murdering you is equally unnice, but there you have it. Okay, I wonder why that friend won't speak to us. Is it because he sees that we're on a murderous rampage and he just doesn't want to give us the time of day? Which I can totally understand. Does this friend have a name? Dryleaf Dane. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Oh no. He's got a fist weapon of some description. Ouch. Okay, yeah, I know I should have known based on the text of the thing. It said, you know, if you're ready to test me or whatever, tests of strength, you know, just show the sign, no need for words. That's what I remember, the whole no need for words thing, which is what led me to do the gesture. But yeah, I was not ready for that. Let's put back on Lord of Blood's favor. And yeah, give that another shot. I'm not going to try and parry him this time, I don't think. Oh my goodness, that hurt a lot. Wow. Well played, friend. Jeez Louise. Wow, that, yeah, we're not doing well against this guy. Alright, let's try again. The damage on that one, jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. Jeez. I really need to watch out for that. He charges it up, so it's not like it comes without warning. I'm trying to remember who it was in earlier Souls games. There was another NPC that sort of had a very similar fighting style. I want to say it was Dark Souls 3. But I may also be thinking of Chester from Dark Souls 1. Oh, there it is. There it is. But this is like Chester dialed up to 11. Oh, gosh darn it. I saw it coming and I didn't dodge. It was just R1 mashing. Got you just in time there. GG, friend. Oh, he's just gone? What the heck? Aw, I wanted to chat with him. Dane's hat, the sun-faded and lightly soiled hat of Dryleaf Dane, worn low over the eyes, it obscures the wearer's vision. Meeting the gaze of another can overcome the senses, often leading to the downfall of those who would walk the noble and solitary seeker's path. So this immediately brings to mind Big Hat Logan in Dark Souls 1, because I believe the reason why he wore a big hat was more or less the same. He didn't want to be distracted from his intellectual pursuits by sort of mere social interactions, so that's why he wore the big hat, to avert the gaze of others. So yeah, interesting stuff. Dryleaf Arts, a technique for hand-to-hand combat without the aid of a weapon. This martial art combines fist strikes and kicks, the teachings of a group of spiritual seekers known as the Dryleaf Sect, revealed only to those of worthy valor and character. The practice of this martial art marks the dawn of an ascetic's journey. So the ascetic, marks the beginning of the journey of a monk, in other words. Someone who doesn't partake in sort of life's indulgences. Skill Palm Blast, so that's the thing he was destroying us with repeatedly. Skill of the spiritual seekers known as the Dryleaf Sect imbues hand with energy before using a palm strike to unleash an explosive blast. The already formidable power and impact can be bolstered by charging the attack. And again, he used that to great effect several times. There's a couple items here we've also not read yet, including the Fire Knights Cookbook, a record of crafting techniques left by the Fire Knights who served Mesmer the Impaler. Details the art of wielding fire for the benefit of soldiers setting out to join the crusade. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: Mesmer Fire Grease and Drawstring Mesmer Fire Grease. And just looking at so obviously, as we mentioned previously, it kind of makes sense if you think about the number to correspond with the page of the cookbook, as opposed to this being an entire cookbook. It has some sort of string or rope tied around it for some reason, and some sort of circular symbol with a flame in one eye or one side of it, and a little circle symbol on the right, and it's split in two. Yeah, again, I don't know what any of that means, if anything, but it's a thing. So before we read that last item description, let's check out Mesmer Fire Grease. So yeah, you can see the difference on it. It has that symbol in the grease itself, which is interesting. So there's something going on there with that symbol. Solidified knot grease made from a mixture of incendiary materials. Craftable item. Coats armament, adding heavy fire damage to attacks. The effect lasts only for a short time. Fire was a symbol of the crusade, and even Mesmer's rank-and-file soldiers would wield it. So they're both made from a mixture of incendiary materials, but one is grease and the other one is not grease. And we have a similar thing going on with the magic grease, but we've yet to pick up the others yet. Common soldier cloth armor of the rank-and-file soldiers of Mesmer's army. A pitch-dark soot clings to it, much like the inner faces of the men who wore them. Inner faces, so referring, I guess, to their, not to their skin level appearance, but what's beneath it. But I'm not sure exactly what that's supposed to mean. Let's make sure we didn't miss any other items. It doesn't look like it, so okay. Let's have a rest. This is the Moorth Ruins. So yeah, I wonder what's next with What's-His-Face's questline. Grow not complacent, continue to temper your strength. So I assume that's a message from him. So what do we need to equip that weapon? Very low requirements, actually. Of course, it's unupgraded, but does not have great stats. It's pretty cool. What is the weapon art? Friend. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess we're testing it out. Oh, get wrecked. It's fun to use. Yeah, given more time, that's a build idea I'd definitely like to explore. Unfortunately, time is at a premium, so I don't know if that's something I'll be able to do, but pretty cool all the same. This trio here is not being nice. Okay, this twisted tower here, and leaning tower, I should say. There's something going on there. Moorth Ruins, okay. I'm recording this the day after I started recording started recording this episode. So, just trying to reorient myself and remember what I was trying to do here. And I suppose, yeah, let's just explore these ruins and see whether there's anything worth exploring further. Though we should continue heading south. Don't know that we explored this camp over here. So maybe we'll start here. Oh yes, we did actually. So let's forget that. Really quite depressing, the music here. guess we're not supposed to not supposed to climb this tower. Is an item over here though. Shadow Realm rune level 3. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I was not expecting this. Usually those open world areas are just sort of there, and there's not a lot to them. So this is a nice surprise. There's actually a little bit more substance. So something I've not really talked about yet. I've been thinking it, but not really talking about it. Some roots. Stretching down here, as you might expect. And that is the relationship between the horn scent and the primordial crucible. And so we learned, I believe, with the Misbegotten that the particular characteristics oh, we just saw someone dying in real time. Their particular characteristics are a consequence of their having come into contact with the primordial crucible. Oh, one of these friends. That's just lovely. Oh, there's multiple of them. Oh, that's bad. I actually don't know that we've seen these friends before. They also appear to be horn scent. You think about the name as well, horn scent, so people... someone opened the chest, but did not loot it. That's interesting. Golden Arcs. Sorcery of the Inquisitors of the Tower, wielded as an incantation of the Spiral. A swing of the arm releases a procession of golden arcs, charging enhances potency. The arcs resemble barbs, known symbol of coercive questioning. The Inquisitors of the Tower. So we learned about, or at least it was suggested in an item description, that the nature of these beings is that they desire conquest or something to that effect. I can't recall exactly what was said. And that's obviously something I have opinions about, but I suppose I can't really argue with the text of the game, or at least the text of a particular item description, which, yes, of course, is often written from a particular point of view of a character within the world, so it doesn't necessarily mean it corresponds to some sort of objective truth, but It's interesting, nevertheless. You can hear lots of people crying. Shadow Sunflower. A large flower that blooms facing the Scadu tree. Material used for crafting items, found near the Scadu tree. These flowers, veiled in shadow and covered in impenetrable thorns, are suffused with profound holiness, much akin to the Scadu tree itself. Sorry, friend. Yeah, sure. So, yeah. But I've been thinking about the whole primordial crucible thing, and I just wonder whether... So we're heading down, it looks like, to this lower area here. So there's going to be some sort of monster here, presumably. Or not. Okie dokes. Bonny Village. Is this another jar village? Huh. Okay. Doesn't look like there's much here. Except for a fox friend. Oh. And some shadow friends. And a bunch of pots hanging from this rope here. It's almost like a clothesline. Hefty crack pot. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, is it potent? So, okay, so... Whoops. Okay, so we are basically... You know, we were talking about the animals who attacked Jarburg. That's basically us. We're the ones attacking the Jar Town now. And so that friend there with the massive cleaver weapon was just doing their job as the potentate and wiping us out. So fair play to them. I also noted that when they were attacking us, they were regenerating HP. So it seems that they're carrying this server or something approximating the server from Dark Souls 1. they buffed their weapon with something too. Yep, there it goes again. Oh, that's bad. He's trying to intimidate me? Sorry, friend. Did a great job as potentate. Killed me once, which is better than most NPCs manage, but... although, maybe that might not actually be accurate in this DLC, never mind. I've been killed many times. Are these all the souls of the people who are inhabiting these jars? So they've already died once and I'm just killing them again? Is that what's happening? And are they just infinitely spawning? No, that appears to be it. Okay. I'm sorry, friends. Just on a rampage here. So there does not appear to be much else here. But just for completionist's sake, we just have to keep looking. Even though I apologize, it's not exceptionally interesting to watch, I suppose. Me just wiping out trash mobs. Oh, Bonny butchering knife. Okay, so that's definitely the weapon that friend was using. Oh, friend, you had the high ground. Weapon of the greater potentates of Bonny Village, an outsized butcher's cleaver used to dismember human bodies in the making of the great jars stored in the jails. Restores a very small amount of HP when it squarely strikes an enemy. Unique skill, Hone Blade. Perform a stroking action to sharpen blade, honing its cutting edge and increasing the amount of HP recovered. The greater potentates treasure the tools of their practice. So, in other words, they were not just trying to intimidate us, they were trying to increase the amount of HP they were recovering. This is a massive, massive village. Although again, everything looks the same. It's the usual problem I have with some of these areas. Yeah, and then I struggle to figure out where I've been and where I haven't, and it becomes a whole thing. Okay, this bridge is broken. Did I thought I saw a bridge that was intact. I suppose it might be a different bridge. Of course, there's some doggos eating these corpses here. Why wouldn't there be? This will hopefully help us out later on. Oh yeah, here's this bridge. This is the bridge I saw that was intact. So this is the village where they were shoving people into the jars and then putting them in the jail. Okay. I don't know why I stopped right in the middle of the bridge. That was not smart. Not typically a good idea. Wow. Okay. These are presumably... Is a giant spider scorpion. Oh, a bunch of them. So these are presumably the cages they would use to bring them to the jail. I wonder if there's another jail in that direction. Okay, do we want to go back? Apologies if you heard that just now. That's apparently the sound of the plastic on the PS5 expanding and contracting as a heat management mechanism. Yeah, I suppose in order to get across the other side we just need to do this. Don't need a bridge. Before we go follow that other path, this is something we should probably just try to finish off this area here. Oh, there's another... Gosh darn it. There are several potentates, it seems. Yeah, it looks like we're too far. There we go. Well played, friend. Oh, I meant to dodge there, but failure. Failure of reflexes. Spam at the end there. That worked out okay. Sorry, friends. I've lost all trust in you. this is very awkward. Really, with that Lord of Blood's favor, you really do get a decent damage boost after a while. And if it wasn't obvious, that's why I sometimes continue attacking after the people are dead, because it's similar to how regain worked in Bloodborne, where in Bloodborne, if you were using regaining HP by attacking enemies, after enemies are dead... That's bad. After they're dead, you can continually hit them and it still sort of registers as a hit, which can be very useful if there's, some sort of mechanic tied to continually hitting them. In the case of Bloodborne, it was regain, but even going back to Dark Souls 1, the Four Kings was a boss that included at least, 2 or 3 kings, but you would fight them one at a time. But even after defeating one of the kings, they're chaining. Even after defeating one of the kings, you could continually attack them in the middle of their death animation, and it would still register the hits as hits against the total life bar. So even though that particular boss was dead, you could continue hitting them and still deplete the health bar of the boss in general. And so I think this is basically the same mechanic that you're explaining in Elden Ring as in Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne. So the potentates also appear to be horn-sent, if the mask is any indication. And so, thinking about the whole idea of the potentate, in my playthrough of the base game, as well as subsequent sort of analysis of the story, I argued essentially that the idea of the potentate was tied to sort of ideas about classism. And in this case, I wonder if the whole shoving people into a jar thing and using this server can also sort of be tied to that theme. Namely that, it's a little bit on the nose, but, not inaccurate, that the sort of upper classes are basically sucking the life out of those in what they perceive to be subordinate classes. And in this case it's obviously fairly literal. They're not just shoving them into jars and then sending them off to prison, a la the sort of school to prison pipeline idea. But they're also literally extracting their vital energy or life force out of their bodies while doing so. Because of course the whole idea of the potentate is about, I believe someone left a comment to this effect on my blind playthrough. It's about, in part, the idea that, smooth, slidey hands are hands that, don't do manual labor. So it's tied to this whole sort of age-old dichotomy between head work and hands work. headwork being worked at you know, intellectual pursuits that you know, going back to ancient Greece and whatnot was seen as superior to any sort of manual labor that involves using one's hands. Big dog. So yeah, I don't know, just a bunch of disconnected thoughts, but hopefully something there that those of you listening find interesting. So a lot of this stuff we're not really using. Maybe at some point I'll power up the Spirit Ash and we can use the ashes in the open world areas as opposed to during boss fights, because obviously during boss fights they're a bit overpowered. Or, you know, not necessarily overpowered or problematic or anything like that, but I have obviously committed to trying to do the boss fights without summoning this time, which I did not do during my playthrough of the base game, so... I don't know if I'd call that a precious item, but thanks anyway. So this is obviously an area we're going to end up going, given the gravestones on the side of the mountain, which means we can climb down. Very interesting stuff. Okay, well, we're going to have to finish clearing this area. And then we will proceed in the direction of all of those cages. Wait, are there two different? Oh, okay. So we can go this way, or we can go this way. I'm a bit torn. I'm not really sure where we should be going. Seen this yet? Obviously the Marika statues with the scattered tree fragments are beheaded also, but oh mother. That's interesting. So they're making an offering of something. But why is it different than the gesture we're actually seeing there? That, unless that's the gesture of the person receiving it. So let's try this. Okay, it was worth a shot. This person is also... I don't know if the roots have taken hold of them or they're just sort of half plant, half human, or humanoid, whatever type of species they are. Not sure. Okie dokie. So we have a decision to make. I think we're probably going to want to go south because it looks like this is like a terminus area. Will probably lead to a dungeon. And then we'll probably want to cross the bridge and go east. So let's go south first. Because it looks like there's still another bridge there leading to yet another area. But I think we've cleared Bonny Village at this point. Apologies to all the spirits we murdered callously and without any sort of hesitation. Tend to avoid that if I can. Although in this instance I, didn't really make much of an effort, so apologies. Just heard what sounded like a... Oh, it was these friends, okay. was gonna say, I heard something. Yeah, it's gonna be another jail. Bonny Jail, okay. We have 215,000 runes. We need 250 to level up, so might as well let's take care of that before we proceed. Yeah, I'm sure our build is not optimal, but that's okay. Ah, okay. Seems familiar indeed. So, this is the test, I think, of these dungeons in the DLC. At a certain point, we will have seen sort of all the different dungeon types. The question is, to what extent are they still enjoyable to go through after we've seen them all? Frozen maggot. It's pleasant. Okay, so we do have to drop down, but there's still some other stuff we need to see here. Okay. Oh, sorry, friend. I didn't mean to disturb you. Okay, this is horrible. Oh, that hurts. That was not really worth it. I would say, why are you attacking me? You're free, but like, you obviously don't really have anywhere to go. Okay, so we can proceed in this direction, or we can go back to the pots to take the pots down. Might as well do both, so we'll start with this, and then we'll go back for the pots. Broken rune. Obviously lots of people have died down here, and it's all the skeletons. There's gonna be a giant rat somewhere, I'm sure. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of rats. Okay, let's make sure we didn't miss anything in the other direction first. Gosh darn it. Saw that coming and I still messed it up. Oh gosh darn it. A complete waste. Uh-oh. Okay, I wasn't anticipating there being a split path here. Is this where we came from? I don't believe it is. Oh dear. It says first off talisman, so I assume there's a talisman somewhere around here that we need to grab. Presumably all the way in the other direction. Unless I'm not remembering the other dungeon. The other jail dungeon. Oh yeah, here's the giant rat, just as I predicted. Oh, that's... it hit a lot harder than I thought you would. Remember the rats in Undead Burg in Dark Souls 1? How just terrified of them I were. Or was, I should say. It's kind of funny looking back. How seemingly insurmountable so many things in that game seemed. Because I was new to the series at that point in time. And now everything's just like, yeah, you know, it could be hard, but you eventually deal with it and get through it and you move on to the next thing. I'm sure those of you who have been playing the games for a while probably have a similar sort of experience of progression. It's a nice feeling. Oh, that's right. It's a good thing that message warned us. Huh. Ah, Stalwart Horn Charm. Ceremonial accoutrement worn by Hornsent vastly raises robustness. Horns are sublime artifacts to Hornsent, and their presence confirms the belief that they are a chosen people. Only the repeated sprouting of fresh horns can create a tangled horn, which is viewed as an irrefutable symbol of primacy. Okay, so a related but different belief system, it would seem, to that of the... Oh, we're back up at the top. To that of the ancestral followers. Okie dokes. Might as well give this a shot then. Oh. That's cool. It's probably too far for us to reach with the arrow. Yeah, it was worth a shot. Oh my goodness. I could hear the footsteps before I saw them, so otherwise I would have been totally caught off guard by that. I should have seen all the blood stains and realized what was going to happen. I knew it. Hefty cracked pot. All these cracked pots. Yeah, obviously I'm underutilizing basically everything in the game. There's so many things that I'm not using, and I'm just taking a very vanilla sort of Dark Souls-esque approach to the gameplay. So you can't really complain when, you know, the rewards don't suit my particular game style. But yeah, whenever I get a cracked pot, I'm just like, oh. It's just like when in the base game, whenever I received a memory stone, it was like, oh, yay, thank you. More attunement slots, that's great. So, is that all that's here? I guess so. So we need to head back in that hole then. Which was over here. But yeah, I will say thus far, in spite of the similar appearance and theme of the dungeon, this is a fairly unique experience compared to the other jail that we've done thus far. Which one was it? The Bellarat jail. And so Yeah, credit where it's due. FromSoft really stepped up their game in terms of the dungeons. Oh, this is that dead end. What the heck? What am I thinking? I went in the opposite direction to where I should have gone. Or did I? Oh gosh darn it, okay. All right. Certainly atmospheric and eerie as heck. Yep, lots of people have died here. Typical FromSoft fashion. There's a giant jar. There's probably lots of other enemies lurking around the corner, so let's try and lure this friend over here. Oh, that was a terrible parry attempt. That was a dreadful dodge attempt. Sorry, friend. I suppose it makes sense that you can't inflict bleed on them. It's not ideal for our build, though. And we are fast running out of Estus. Or Crimson Tears. It'll always be Estus to me. Let's be honest, but yeah. Where did you even come from, friend? It's uppercut. Oh gosh darn it. Just a broken rune. I should have listened to that message and just left it alone. Okay, rare item shiny up there. Oh gosh darn it. I don't know why I did that. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I knew it. Bit off more than I could chew there. Okie dokie. That works. Is anyone going to follow us is the question. No. Looks like we're in the clear. I think we got everything there anyway. Oh, no, one little jar friend. Sorry, jar friend. Oh no. Gosh, that really hurts when they do that. The messages in this game are top notch, I will say. They're obviously the rare few that are problematic for other reasons, but for the most part they've been pretty good that I've seen in the DLC. Jokes about sexual assault have not been too common, which is it's a very low bar, but that's always good when that's not the case. Sure thing, friend. That is a long way down. You can see the boss fog all the way down there. Just, gosh darn it. I spoke way too soon. So yeah, this is obviously not a pleasant place. Okay, that suggests that there's some other... Oh, I was going to say there's some alternative route, maybe. However... It's possible that this thing takes you up past where we just were. that there's some item that I'm missing. Indeed. I almost wrote that off as a nothing message, basically. Whoa. Okay. Well, glad we did not miss that. Nice try, friend. Saw right through your scheme. Bottomless black greaves cool to the touch. Flowing lines in the seeming shape of a fingerprint adorn the surface, imprisons the wearer in utterly lightless dark, bestowed upon those born deep underground, ordaining them as sword hands of night. It's basically Sauron's armor? Or at least heavily inspired by it, I would imagine. Doesn't seem to be... It's much lighter than the armor we have, believe it or not. But let's see from a Fashion Souls perspective. Wow, it really has a slimming effect. Yeah, it's nice. However, not nearly as fabulous as what we were already wearing. So let's revert back. I don't remember what gauntlets we were wearing. Yeah, close enough. Okay. Very cool looking though. Ah, this is where that friend was standing previously. Shield of Night. A shield awarded to sword hands of night, cast in a bottomless black, from which no light can escape. The outer surface is only semi-corporeal, providing reliable defense against attacks that are not physical in nature. Unique skill, Revenge of the Night, unleashes the dark of night imbued with magic power. If used immediately after blocking an incoming attack, its power is absorbed, bolstering the strength of this skill. Very interesting. So yeah, 70% damage negation, that's nice for magic, but only 45 for fire, lightning, and holy. Very cool. How does it compare? Yeah, 63 for magic for this one. The Wolf Crest Shield. So at least it's better than that one, which I was complaining about, I think, in the previous episode. That, you know, it's supposed to be a shield known for blocking magic. It doesn't actually do that great of a job at it. 63%, which, you know, is better than like 20 or something, but it's still not exceptional. Alrighty, let's head back down. Yeah, really glad we didn't miss that. I came very close, so shout out to those messages for impressing upon me the importance of heading back up. Good on you for doing Grace's work. Wow, okay. I saw that ambush coming, but did not do a good job of preventing it. Didn't even really need to use poison, we could just continually spam arrows and it would be fine. Still no grace. These friends headed. Oh my goodness, okay, I heard the footsteps at the last possible second, just instinctually dodged. And good thing I did. Oh, that was good. No. Alright, boss time. Is there no stake of Marika? Ah, here it is, okay. Alright, let's see if we can do this with 7 flasks. Okay, this is scary. This is one of those friends we fought in the open world area when we first entered the, oh gosh darn it, DLC area. Shadow Realm, I should say. We're not doing well here. And yet we still managed to pull it off. Whew. Curseblade Mira. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirit of Curseblade Mira. Attacks immediately after being summoned. Curseblades appear to dance when they spin their shimmering circular blades. These ascetics, who failed to become tutelary deities, were a scourge for those who attempted to invade the Hornsent homeland. Long ago, before the land was overshadowed by invasion, this scourge was shunned, and the Curseblades were imprisoned. It was during this confinement that Mira met Labirith, and upon her death, Labirith was plunged into a devastating darkness. Okie dokes. Yeah, again, I enjoyed that dungeon a lot. The dungeons are a huge step up, I think, in this versus the base game, so kudos to FromSoft for that. Random deaths. Okay, I suppose now we just head back over that bridge. Still have these markers set, but obviously we didn't explore those areas because we fell into the rabbit hole here. So we should just continue on, I suppose, and then we'll return to those later. Still waiting for a dragon to hop on the bridge and knock me down. Dark Souls 2. Or Drake, I should say. Whipping hut. Okay, that doesn't sound pleasant. Whip be strewn with rotting, misshapen teeth, filthy and seething with disease. The teeth are embedded in the whip and dose the victim with deadly poison upon each strike. As the wounds ripen, they grow inflamed and ooze pus. The flesh of shamans was said to meld harmoniously with others. Unique skill, painful strike, a chastened whip strike, honed to maximize pain. Temporarily reduces the rate at which stamina recovers. Thus does the pain encourage obedience. Yeah, that's, as I mentioned, not extraordinarily pleasant. Someone was being whipped in that shack by teeth. Ugh. Yeah, gross. Okay, so this path leads here, but also here, seemingly, or at least here. Thank goodness. Bridge leading to the village. So just the village. A la the M. Night Shyamalan film, which I feel like gets a bad rap. Because it wasn't what people expected. The marketing really led people to believe the movie was one thing when it was something else. And I suppose that was essential for the twist at the end to have its intended effect. But I quite enjoyed that movie. Okay, before we proceed in this direction, I do think we want to continue exploring here, though. So let's do that. And then we'll just return to this site of grace later. Let's mark it and return here. So we're headed to... I guess we'll start with 3, because I don't think we ever ended up exploring that pond. It did just look like it had a crayfish in there, and that was it, but we didn't actually check it out. So let's go make sure we're not missing anything there. Oh, of course. Oh, I just remembered we have a dragon still to fight in that other area. Gosh darn it. Okay, we better return there. Unless this is this. Is it the same dragon? Might as well help them out. Come on, NPC friends, let's do this. Oh no, now they're coming after me. What are you coming after me for? Friend, I am not the person you should be focusing your attention on. What if we can poison the dragon? It's not going well for everyone. I do love the design of this dragon. Very cool. Oh, except for how much it hurts. It's also really cool to see a bunch of NPCs fighting the dragon. That's not something I expected to see. Obviously, in the end, it's going to be on us to take the dragon out, but cool set piece all the same. Oh dear. Get him, team. No, that's bad. Okie dokie. So let's go grab our runes, and then I think we should probably return to, what's it called? Gravesite Plain. Because yes, we still have to take out that dragon there before we go to take out this more formidable dragon. Cool set piece to just wander into, though. I enjoyed that. I do wonder if there's any chance. Do they stand any chance of actually defeating the dragon, though? Let's see. the perfumers up there buffing everyone. I have this Black Knight here using the great bow. Black Knight's up close. And yet, they're still doing just pitiful damage. There's no way. So I'm just going to return to that other area, and then we'll return to this afterwards. Because yeah, I'm realizing now we didn't finish actually exploring this area, so... Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's terrible. Once again. Oh. Oh my gosh. Flashbacks fighting the Nameless King. Or more accurately, the King of the Storm, I should say. Unfortunately, bleed weapons don't appear to work on this dragon, which makes sense given that it's just all bones. But, as mentioned previously, it's a problem for our build. This is not going well. Gosh darn it. Should have seen that coming. think we need a secondary weapon for boss fights like this. A secondary weapon that isn't so dependent. Oh, we're dead. Isn't so dependent on bleed. Okay, yeah, we're going to use Rogier's Rapier. But in order to upgrade it, we need to go get our runes. So let's get our runes and then run away from the boss. I don't know why I just created a second beacon when we already have one there, but hopefully we can do this without getting obliterated. Okay, we did it. Okay, I was just wondering whether we actually accessed that place yet. I was like, there's another jail here, but we've obviously been there. I don't know if we've been up this hill, though. So, yeah, let's return to that. Alright, so we've upgraded Rogier's Rapier, doing 542. And yeah, it's not dependent on bleed, so wait a second, I don't know if we ever checked out this. Why is this glowing here? Okay, maybe we did see that, or maybe we saw it somewhere else. I don't quite remember. Oh, so you can pick it up at night. There's gotta be some lore significance there. I just don't know what it is. That's really interesting, though. Alright, enough stalling, Aegon. Let's see if we can take on this dragon. Ghostflame Dragon. And if I'm still struggling with it, then I don't know. Maybe we just need to use... And this is what I really dislike about and I mentioned this in the previous episode, this is what I really dislike about the Scadu fragment system, which I initially quite liked. You know, just the indecision it leads to, at least for me, of like, oh, you know, should I just do this? Should I burn another Scadu fragment? And then if you do, it's, you know, I'm not sure what we should use here. Probably lightning grease or dragon bolt grease. Let's give that a shot. I don't know what this friend would be weak to. We're doing how much damage now? 686. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let's see if we have some better luck this time. Still not doing a ton of damage. And of course, if I'm not dodging the attacks, then I'm not gonna stand any chance. Oh, goodness. Oh, definitely did not dodge that one. Oh, goodness. Goodness me. Running and didn't stop running quick enough. Oh, dreadful dodge. Uh-oh. just realized I'm using the Lord of Blood talisman for no reason. So we'll need to address that if we're gonna actually defeat this dragon friend. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, I can't see anything. Just looking at the dragon's stomach. Way too early there. Ouch. Okay, that's bad. Exactly how to dodge that. Perhaps if I were to hop on Torrent quickly, but I'm not very good at reacting in that sense. We only have one flask left, so I don't think this is going to work, but... way too early. Again. Oh, gosh darn it. Yeah, not great, but getting a bit better, I suppose. So we'll need to find a better talisman to use. I suppose non-physical damage negation is probably the way to go, because I'm not sure if the Ghost Flame actually counts as fire, or if it counts as magic, or something else. Or we could use the Erdtree's Favor +1. Now, we also need to see what do we have in our Physic Flask. Oh, successive attack power. So that was proccing. I did notice that during the boss fight. So, yeah. I think we'll just perhaps leave it at that. I can't think of any other talisman that would be a good fit. So, let's just stick with this and give it another shot. Yeah, I really don't know how to dodge that. didn't expect that. I assume we could have used a critical attack there, but I don't think we were close enough. Oh, we rolled too early. It's a slight delay in some of the attacks. It really has been throwing me off. Once again. More. I either dodged too soon or too late. Not sure what I should have done there, but I guess just run away. Come on. Yes. Whew. Wasn't so bad once we had the appropriate build. Are you joking? That's it? A dragon heart and a smithing stone? Oh gosh darn it. Alright, I suppose that's better than nothing. They really weren't, like, guarding anything? Okay. That's unfortunate. So, where were we? It's now the following week, actually. It's September 7th. We started recording, yeah, I want to say August 30th or something, this episode. So we could continue to the bridge leading to the village. There was also a secondary path, I believe, from Bonny Village going this way. I can't remember if that led anywhere. It was either here or here where we were dealing with that other dragon, which led me to be like, oh wait, we actually have a dragon here that we still not dealt with. But then there was also, as soon as we entered the area, yeah, there was this body of water here. We also didn't go here. We didn't go, gosh darn it, I didn't do any of the things I set out to do at the start of the episode. But in addition to all those things, there was a sending gate somewhere here, one of the belfries. So let's see if we can go do that. So, in between episodes, I came to this site of grace, or in between recording sessions, I should say, and I sort of set up a shot and then just let it record for about an hour and a half. And yeah, here's what that looks like. I rendered it to 16 times speed, but you can actually increase that to 64 times speed. That's what this looks like here. And it's weird, you can see this stuff falling from the tree. Like, it's falling, but it isn't at the same time. It's a very strange effect. I'm not really sure what to make of it. But, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so there's actually a river in the way here. So it doesn't look so straightforward in terms of how to get over there. There also appears to be... Is this a ghost giant here? Yeah, they're a phantom. Very intriguing. There's some of Mesmer's friends over here. Oh my goodness, you are strong. Get absolutely obliterated. My goodness. Yeah, I forgot we had switched our weapon. And, yeah, that was not pretty. So, let's put our Lord of Blood thing back on. And let's go grab our runes. That was embarrassing, really. So yeah, as I mentioned, it's September 7th today, and it's a Saturday. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, whenever it is you find yourself watching this, whether it's on the same day as when you started or some other day. I've not started editing this episode yet. I just finished editing episode 3, doing the video description and all that. I'm about to upload it. So, I have no idea how long this episode is going to be. The raw footage for the episode up to this point is over 3 hours. Okay, his friend also doesn't have a head. So yeah, the raw footage is already over 3 hours, so that means probably don't have long to go. So it's looking like we may want to just sort of do one or two more things before we call it an episode. Because otherwise this episode is going to be quite long, which could be problematic from a rendering and editing perspective. Okay, so, no, gosh, okay, this friend is not going, ouch, that really hurt, not going away. They hit quite hard, oh my goodness. It doesn't help that I'm not dodging. Friend does not appear to be susceptible to bleed, which I suppose makes sense, given that he's a phantom. However, if you're a player character you're summoned by someone, you can still, as a phantom, you can still bleed. It doesn't change that. Oh, okay. Well, at least we proc to. At least we made them susceptible to a critical attack. Oh, okay. So that's why they're so difficult to defeat, because of the whatchamacallit, the drops they drop. The items they drop, I should say. I'm not at all articulate today. I apologize for that. Okay, we might as well use the imbued sword key on this. This belfry here, no idea where this is going to lead, but let's have a look. Ancient ruins of Rauh. Okay, so we're not too far away. We can call Torrent if we want to. Wow. It actually looks quite beautiful here. Look at this. I'm stalling in part because Aurelia of Astora is napping at the moment. I can usually tell whether she's napping or not when I'm recording based on the sound of my voice. I suppose this is my nap voice, because she is actually just on the other side of the wall, right behind my monitor here. And, yeah, my wife says my voice carries quite a lot because it's obviously kind of deep. So there's an NPC there, it looks like. Wow, this place is beautiful. It says it's the morning time. I'm like tempted to wait and see if like whenever you warp here it's supposed to look like this regardless of what time of day it is. Who are you? I can't tell if they're horn sent or not. So is this another sort of crumbling Farum Azula situation where we're actually just getting a brief preview of an area as opposed to being actually transported there and being able to explore the whole place early? No map ahead. Yeah, it does seem as though, wow, we are actually quite high up. If that's the tower right there. We're also not too far from the Scadu tree. But yeah, Aurelia of Astora looks like she's potentially about to wake up, so that's part of the reason I'm stalling. The other reason may or may not be that I'm scared. So that moon is more or less always visible, it seems. We have not been there yet. Nope. Those furnace visage friends are everywhere. This is that castle I've been describing as a Drang Lake-esque castle. Not sure what that is. Yeah, those are those sort of volcanic-looking mountains. This is, I guess, where we started. This is where we're hoping to go. That's the top of the stairs right there, where Mikola has apparently gone. Okay, so nowhere to go but to fight that not so friendly, but quite formidable looking friend. Or is there somewhere else to go? No item. Thank you. There's one here though. Okay, it may in fact be possible to sneak around him. Or her. Who are you? Verdigris discus. Verdigris discus. A discus made of verdigris, the corroded metal known for its heft, raises defense with higher equipment load. That's interesting. Great weight makes for great strength, the strength to protect others. Still no map. No, I thought I saw someone else. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the intent is for us to fight this person. They do indeed look horn-scent. Ooh, that hurts. Okay, this is not a good sign. Sorry, friend. Okay, so he's a one-man crew, or one-person crew. Hence the flask refill. So someone said didn't expect dead end. But it looks like that's precisely what this is. Just with the one friend, a little preview of the area. You're going to be going really high up, and this is the one area, seemingly, in this entire realm of shadow, that does not look dreadful. Where it appears to be teeming with life. And I don't know what to make of that just yet. Like, obviously, there are ruins here, but the ruins are being sort of overcome. Dreadful frame rate with these waterfalls. The ruins here have been overcome, or they're being taken back by the planet, essentially. akin to in 2020 when everyone was on lockdown for COVID, and yeah, just there was wildlife everywhere, places where there wasn't previously because, there's normally human activity, and for a few weeks there wasn't any human activity, and then obviously there was again, and the wildlife sort of receded back to dark corners of our cities and towns and whatnot, and went back to the way things were. But very interesting little preview, I suppose. So where do we want to go now? I suppose, honestly, I cannot remember which way we were going when we were with that dragon. I want to say it was here, but we may also want to see what's down here. So let's look for number 4, beacon number 4. I assume the potentates don't respawn. They looked to be one-time spawns, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah, there has to be another dungeon over here or something. I do seem to recall us coming over here, but then I think we turned around and went back. Oh yeah, I remember the scorpion spiders, and there's the dungeon indeed. Bonny Gaol. Wait a second. Never mind, we already did this. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the bridge leading to the village. Pretty sure this is where we were supposed to go. We need 60,000 more runes in order to level up. Okay. Okay, that was cool. Somewhere a great rune is broken, and so too has a powerful charm. So, does that have to do with Miquella's followers? Oh my goodness. That was really cool. So that was really reminiscent of the trailer for the game, the initial launch trailer, or not the launch trailer, pardon me, the announcement trailer. The look of the Elden Ring shattering, in the trailer you can see, we didn't know it at the time, but we were watching Marika smashing the Elden Ring, and the particle effects, it looked very similar to that. And I suppose when she smashed the Elden Ring, maybe that's what it looked like in the world. Wow, okay. But it says a powerful charm has broken, so does that mean all of these people will no longer be charmed by Miquella? Yeah, let's go speak to Needle Knight Leda and see.
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Miquella the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Miquella remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Miquella's presence. I should have thought of this earlier.
Wow, okay. That is, again, quite interesting, I think.
Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Miquella's side.
Oh, yeah, I'm not about to...
Intriguing. What remains there to be said? Do you presume us allies even now? Though Miquella's spell is newly broken, I must profess, the spell mattered little. Uphold his covenant, Miquella shall, and in godhood redeem our rueful clan. Then Marika and vilest Erdtree both will at last be from divinity wrenched. And surely, contented I will be.
Yeah, somehow I doubt that, friend, but, a worthy aspiration, certainly.
But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Mesmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. How could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind. Think not to hinder me upon my path, lest you too wish to face the reckoning. Think not lest you...
Right. Those of us who...
Alright. Why would I suggest the horn scent? Like, honestly, he talks about vengeance and whatnot, but like, well, why is he not worthy? According to the player character, but we're just keeping it to ourselves. Yeah, intriguing stuff. Let's go speak with Sir Onspach.
Kindly Miquella has discarded his great rune. The fog that vexed my aging faculties has been lifted, and follies better left forgotten haunt me once again. Once, in an attempt to free Lord Mohg from his enchantment, I challenged tender Miquella, only to have my own heart rather artfully stolen. I knew not how weak I was. I believed that with sufficient mastery, even an Empyrean would be within reach of my blade. I could not have been more mistaken. Miquella the Kind is a monster, pure and radiant. He wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
Okay. Wow, okay. So Mohg was just under Miquella's spell the whole time? Mohg wasn't actually kidnapped. Mohg was essentially a puppet? Wow, okay. Obviously he doesn't necessarily know. He's just suggesting, implying that, but wow, that's very interesting. Nothing in the base game, I don't think, suggested that at all. Everything we were told was that Mohg took Miquella. Wow.
Righteous tarnished. Miquella the Kind makes my blood run cold. I am loath to admit it, but even at this very instant I wish to run very far away indeed. Righteous tarnished, I am...
Okay.
I don't feel it. It's broken. Kind Miquella's light is gone. But I stand tall. Together, we work. Together. For Miquella the Kind.
So did we break that spell by going through the Sending Gate at the Belfry?
I don't know what to do. Our mother abandoned her brood. She did not love us. We are her children. What should we do? Must we be sad forever?
Oh, oh man. None of these are answers that I would pick. I would say, Moor, friend, it's okay to grieve. In fact, it's totally normal to grieve. Just work your way through it, but then channel that grief into something positive. I don't know, into your pursuit of being an excellent merchant, which you are an excellent merchant. So just keep up the great work. But, know that it's totally okay to grieve. Cry, just, do whatever you need to do. It's totally fine, totally normal. You don't have to be happy all the time. You shouldn't remain sad forever. But I also wouldn't tell you to just shove it all down and forget about it. So these are 3 very bad options. But what is the least bad of the 3? Gosh darn you, FromSoft. I'm going to say I don't know is very non-committal. Also, it just pretend, it's like regret doesn't care. And does this look like someone who doesn't care? Hamster, alien, butterflies are known to be very caring. I'm going to say put it behind you.
Maybe that's kindly Miquella's love. Love for all the unloved. Love to banish the pain.
Oh, man.
I like finding things for you, Lady Leda. Her allies, things bring...
No, apparently not. Oh, that's very sad. Very, very sad. Okay,
Goodbye.
My goodness, who else do we have to talk to? Let's go see if we can speak to Hornsent Grandam. Okay, she's still non-responsive, so next is Freya.
Oh, there you are. Good. If you happen to see Lady Leda, tell her that I'm striking out on my own. Don't worry, I've no mind to cross any of you. The guidance of kind Miquella remains etched into my very flesh. It's only... there's something that I must know.
What do you intend to look into?
Kindly Miquella spoke of the vow he once made with General Radahn, and it is here the vow shall be honored. I am a Redmane. I must know the nature of the vow.
Okay, that's really interesting. A vow with General Radahn, which is his sister's sworn enemy. Wow, okay.
I'll be out on my own for some time. There's something I must know. There is no need for concern. I will be true to my word. Though I do feel a hint of regret. Lady Leda and Honorable Ansbach are of a special breed. How glorious it would have been had we met in battle as sworn enemies. I'll be out on my other something.
Okay, please take care of yourself, friend. Have these changed at all? No. Yeah, I really am curious as to what triggered it. Fascinating stuff, okay. Again, I don't know how much time we have left. I don't think we have a lot. So I don't know what we should do. And maybe we'll just finish exploring this area, because we didn't really do that in this episode. May also be something here we want to look at, so yeah, we'll finish exploring this area, and then in the next episode we'll continue on the bridge leading up to the village. I suppose we should check in after the conversations we just had.
Ah, there you are. I've made up my mind. The Horn Scent will be eliminated. If he were to point his blade at Sir Mesmer or Queen Marika, perhaps it would not matter. But vengeance changes a man. And one day, his blade may turn towards Miquella the Kind. Kindly Miquella is, after all, the true golden child. Even if he discards every last drop of his being, his lineage will always remain.
Okay, I don't know if I agree with that. Is he gone? Oh. Come on, friend, he didn't seem that bad. How do you know he's gonna turn on Miquella?
I believe the Horn Scent suspects what I have in mind. He never placed his full trust in me, even under the effect of kindly Miquella's spell. He must have recognized something. The scent of the killer that slept within me, the stench of crusted blood. I will follow the Horn Scent. To have his revenge on Sir Mesmer, there is only one place he will go. The Black Keep.
Ah, that must be the Dryleaf Castle looking place. This place.
I will follow the Horn to have his revenge on Sir...
Alright, well, take care, I guess. My goodness, everyone turning on each other. Ah, that's, yeah, so we did discuss this earlier in the playthrough. The whole idea of Miquella compelling affection from people. It's funny, it's just, you know, sort of a throwaway line in the item description in the base game that, you know, I remember thinking, okay, that's very interesting. Like, he compels affection from people. Oh, man. I thought we were friends for a second there. He compels affection from people. But, yeah, they didn't really elaborate on that at all. But I suppose all along it was there in the form of Mohg. Mohg was sort of under Miquella's spell. And again, I don't really know what to make of all of that, but it's a thing. Quite interesting, I think. I don't know why I'm picking all this stuff up like I'm gonna craft things. Okay, we've not been there. No, come on. I should have seen that coming. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything here. Just a mushroom. Oh, come on. Was that one of those spots where speedrunners glitch through the wall or something? Is that why we had to hop off of Torrent? Okay, Crayfish, I'm not bothering you. Please leave me alone. I have no quarrel with you, friend. This is that servant of Rauh we saw from the castle in the previous episode, or the episode prior to that. What are they even doing here? Oh, now I feel bad. We actually fired an arrow at this friend for no reason. Okay, carry on, friend. Do your thing. I'm sorry for hitting you with that arrow previously. It's not very kindly of me. The frame rate just absolutely plummeted. Oh, there's a misbegotten friend here. Sorry about that. Oh. You can hear a scarab. Ah. Sorry, friend. You presumably have something I want. Nah, I could have done without that. So what are all these misbegotten friends doing here? This appears to be another dungeon. Oh, another forge. Ruined Forge of Starfall Past. Okay, well, just do this dungeon and then call it an episode after that. We're at 195,000 runes. We need roughly another 60,000 to level up. Probably not worth it to do that just now. I was thinking I probably will want to is misbegotten here. I was thinking that we should probably be using our runes to purchase upgrade materials so that we can upgrade some more weapons. Gas stone, that's new. Block of stone infused with hot gas, material used for crafting items found in the ruined forges. Perhaps these were once used as fuel for the smithing process. Smith script spear. Oh. Sorry, friend. Suppose I didn't need to do that because they were about to be obliterated by that arrow anyway. I do enjoy that charged attack. It's like they watched Star Wars The Phantom Menace. That's the second Phantom Menace reference in this playthrough. They watched The Phantom Menace and they really liked Darth Maul's moves. And they were like, oh, we gotta get something like that in the game. But I suppose that's the twin blades in general. Oh dear. This one has a pot on their head. Sorry, friend. Sorry to whoever, on behalf of whoever did that to you. Oh, it's not on their head, it's on their back. Wow, that would be painful after some time. Oh, jeez. It's about to pull a Khal Drogo on us. For those who are not familiar, in Game of Thrones, a television series, and I want to say probably in A Storm of Swords, the book, or A Clash of Kings, Viserys Targaryen was murdered by Khal Drogo by pouring molten gold over his head. In other words, it was not a pleasant death. Oh, gosh darn it. I couldn't grab the second item before clearing the prompt from the first. Yeah, I don't see any reason to fight these giant friends. Certainly not when their weak point is so very difficult to hit. Enjoy the heal, friend. Was that friend, was he warming his hands on one of those Aldrich's goo things? It's really interesting. Some sort of symbiotic relationship between the two of them. Not something I would have expected to see. Could this be a ranged battle? Frame rate, dreadful. Oh gosh, I should have seen that coming. Smithing talisman, ouch. Oh my goodness, there are a lot of them in here. Okay, what now? There's gotta be another lever or something. Alright. Friends, I need to think here for a second. Can you stop attacking me? I'll be fighting the phalanx from Demon Souls. My goodness. I'm doing a great job managing my stamina, that's for sure. Oh. I'm supposed to shoot this thing or something? No. What are we supposed to do here? Friend. I supposed to coerce them into doing something? Oh, okay. Oh, it was just right here. Gosh darn it. I really overcomplicated that, didn't I? I just thought we had already sort of dealt with this spawn. Clearly not. Smith's... Oh, ouch. Smith script Circ. I'm sure that's how you're supposed to pronounce that, Circ. Oh dear, where are we supposed to go from here? Very conflicting messages there. Oh no. Okay, where to from here now? I'm a bit lost. Okay, so you can pull the lever after you've already pulled it? What would be the point of that? Oh dear. Now I really don't know what to do. You know, guys, we're just gonna finish this dungeon real quick, and then the episode will be over, you know? Just be a couple of minutes, don't worry about it. I won't get lost, I won't have no idea what I'm doing or where I'm going. Don't worry. I'm sure it'll be fine. I really did not anticipate a lever puzzle. Gosh darn it. Okay, while we're lost, we might as well read some item descriptions. Smith script spear. Spear engraved with a smith script. A throwing weapon created through the smithing arts. Execute a strong attack, a dashing strong attack, or a mounted strong attack to throw the spear. Incompatible with Ashes of War that grants skills with an affinity. Okay, it just appears back in your hand, okay. That's interesting. Smithing Talisman, a talisman depicting an ancient smithing hammer, inscribed with a smith script. Enhances weapon throwing attacks. In ancient times, smithing was a divine act, and blacksmiths interpreted the script they perceived in the wrinkles of molten steel to imbue weapons with souls. Smith script Circ, a circular backhand blade engraved with a smith script, a throwing weapon created through the smithing arts. Execute a strong attack to throw the backhand blade, causing it to fly in a curved trajectory. Incompatible with Ashes of War that grant skills with an affinity. Skill Blind Spot. Leap into close quarters to take advantage of the enemy's blind spot and gore them from the side. Inputs determine which side you strike from. This attack slips below the opponent's guard. Okay, back to being lost. Yeah, I suspect I'm way the heck overthinking this. Oh my goodness. How are you supposed to see that? Wow, okay. Yeah, like I said, why the heck overthinking it? That's embarrassing. Ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword and Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. One of the treasures of the ruined forges, greatsword of ancient meteoric ore, ending in a sharp point. Fashioned from an excavated shard of an arrowhead that was once a part of the old god's arsenal. A capable piercing weapon that excels at thrusting attacks. Unique skill White Light Charge. Summons white light from the crevice in the weapon's ancient meteoric ore, using its power for a charging attack which pierces foes. Additional input causes the light to explode. Very cool. Okay. I suppose that's as good a place as any other, so thank you all very, very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.